Everybody, Thursday morning, it's September 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is here watching a crash in Queens, and Storm 24's Maria LaRosa here. Today's forecast, it's like umbrella jacket day.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe some rain boots too, because some of that rain's been pretty heavy. That's when it comes back up at you on your feet. So we have the low clouds for now over Midtown, but we've had some rounds of rainfall come on through. Not too much in the way of lightning. That's been safe for parts of Monmouth and Ocean County. I'll show you in just a second. 71 in Massapequa and the city White Plains as well. We're pretty close to 70 just about everywhere. A lot of humidity. So with the atmosphere socked in, we've had some heavy rain producing showers and storms right now. Starting to exit Ocean County, we do have some heavier rain along 195 in and around Neptune, in through Monmouth County, also Westchester and Fairfield County. That little cell headed up towards Stamford. Again, no warnings, but some heavy rain through Nassau, now moving into western Suffolk County. So again, it's waves today. Some may be heavy at times. It stays in the 70s. By noontime, 72 degrees, on our way up to 74. Showers and thunderstorms with those gusty winds and heavy rain possible from midday, afternoon, even into the early evening. We do start to dry out by tomorrow. All right, coming up on 6:01, Adele, where are those slowdowns now?
Oh, definitely sprinkled throughout, and those slick roadways are definitely not going to help your commute right now. Van Wyck Expressway southbound side by Horace Harding Boulevard, so just past the LIE there. We've got a crash taking out a lane. Very heavy delays already trickling in through the area there. Making your way into New Jersey, we continue to watch this overturned car on 80. Both ways, you've got 3 lanes closed off from exit 58 out to exit 59. Stick to Route 4 instead. Coming up in a few minutes, we've also got those closures for you for the UN General Assembly. Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks very much.
The Department of Homeland Security is increasing security now at ICE facilities across the country in the wake of yesterday's deadly shooting in Texas.
All right, 6 away right now. Let's check. There's Maria. What's going on, Maria?
Well, we have a storm system, and we are still looking at several hours being impacted by some rain, some heavy at times. Have some showers in the area right now, and temperatures in the 70s. Coming up, breaking down the timing for the rest of the storminess today, but even keeping an eye on the weekend, which could be a little rainy for some of us. Showing you that in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still ahead, Sean Diddy.
And we've got another full closure here in New Jersey. 46 both ways completely shut down by Smithtown Road for a crash coming up in a few minutes. We have closures trickling in for the UN General Assembly. We're going to break it all down for you, but we're going to take a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the George Washington Bridge. You've got flashing lights and a crash on that upper level. Darlene, Michael?
Thank you, Adele. And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be right back.
Around, Maria, because they did ceremonies yesterday because of the rain today, but hopefully play tomorrow.
Yeah, great choice, by the way, because we're seeing even rain right now in and around Bethpage and around Swamp Road. Pretty swampy right now. It's a little bit of yellow there on the live radar, showing some of that heavier, steadier rain. So that was a good choice. Not much lightning right now, but we could see that by this afternoon. We have some heavy rain over Sanford right now. These showers pushing off to the east. Just had this heavy rain roll off of Sandy Hook, and finally getting a little bit of a break from the really heavy rain through Monmouth and Ocean counties over the last couple of hours. So we're in a little bit of a lull, but all the ingredients are still in place. So we have all of that humidity, and then the trigger, which is the cold front, and all that instability out ahead of it the next few hours. So our hour-by-hour forecast shows, yes, some showers, some thunderstorms, some may be gusty because of that heavy rain coming down quickly. It's going to impact travel as well. And then you can see even through this afternoon and by later on this evening, that's kind of one of the main final pushes here as we get into tomorrow morning. Some lingering showers should be out of here. This model showing that unfortunately there may be some showers around for the early times tomorrow in Bethpage, but after that we do dry out, even if we hang on to some of that cloud cover early on. But again, the ingredients for some severe weather, that's something today that you have to be aware of. Make sure you have a way to get warnings. Beyond that, the front dips to the south, but it may come back at us a bit, so we're keeping an eye on that rain chance late Saturday and Sunday. I think we will be at least cloudy to mostly cloudy for most of the weekend, but that front should help us out when we're talking about the tropics. You may have heard of sort of this double trouble off the East Coast. We now have Tropical Storm Umberto and another area of low pressure that's bringing some heavy rain to parts of Puerto Rico right now that may have some interaction from the southeast to the mid-Atlantic, so we're going to keep an eye on that. As you can see right now, the last few hours over Puerto Rico, a little bit of a break. We do have a lot of low cloudiness, mist and fog along with some of those showers right now as they look into Nassau Nassau County. 72 muggy degrees, not much warmer today, up to 74. So again, winding down tonight, tomorrow morning improving. We'll see warm conditions through Monday, cooler though as we head into October with highs in the 60s part of next week. All right, 617, Adele, how's it looking out there?
Not great, especially in New Jersey. We've got a lot of crashes here and another full closure on 46 both ways between Smithtown Road and Sand Shore Road. 206 right now, Route 10 also looking good for you if you are heading a little further east, but still in Jersey. This has been out there pretty much all morning. 80 both ways, 3 lanes closed off each way for an overturned car between exit 58 and 59. Route 4 would be your alternate. We also have an accident on the Parkway southbound over by exit 147, 1 lane closed off there. And we are starting to see more closures pick up here in Midtown for the UN General Assembly. FDR Drive is subject to a full intermittent closures. 1st Avenue out to 8th Avenue, 34th Street to 86th Street, and definitely 1st Avenue between 42nd Street and 48th Street. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, 6:30 a.m. right now on this Thursday, September 25th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at some commuter alerts this morning. I don't know why. They're trying to mess with me. Smorgasburg.
Okay, I jokingly told her to say that. Jokingly, half
She has a smorgasburg of slowdowns, not a smorgasbord, which I can hardly say. Anyway, hi, Maria.
I think that means a lot.
Yeah.
Variety.
A smorgasbord.
Yeah, not the easiest of mornings in a lot of ways. Weather's part of it all. We have
Who wrote that?
Who wrote that?
I take responsibility.
We'll settle that in a second. We do have some pockets of heavy rain out there, at least persistent. We see the wide view. Let's talk temps first. 71 in the city in White Plains, Massapequa, Islip in the low 70s, pretty close to that. Tons of humidity and moisture to work with. So some of that rain, again, has been heavy at times. We see it in through parts of Brooklyn and Queens, Coney Island included, pushing into western Suffolk County. Also Fairfield and Westchester County have some spotty showers there. The ingredients are in place for more showers and storms this afternoon. And because of the heavy rain, the moisture, we could get some gusty winds with these as well. So expect a slow go now, and for the evening commute, travel at any point during the day today will be slowed down because of some of this weather. By 10 a.m., 72 degrees, headed up to 74. Again, some of these gusty showers and storms moving on through. By midday into the afternoon, we start to see it wind down later on tonight. All right, 6:31, a lot of slowdowns out there. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes, a smorgasbord of things going on. George Washington Bridge, we are still watching this crash here. It's partially taking out a lane. It's on the inbound upper level approach to the toll plaza here. Expect to see about 30-minute delays coming in from both approaches there. If you are making your way onto 80, both ways here, 3 lanes remain closed off between 58 and 59. That's because of an ongoing overturned car. Route 4 would be your way around it, and plenty of street closures all throughout Midtown for the UN General Assembly. Mass transit is the way to go. Michael, back to you.
I'll take it, Adele. Thanks so much. 6:32 now, and now to that chaos inside Penn Station as an off-duty officer opens fire inside the busy transit hub. Today in New York's Tracy Strahan is there to explain, and Maria LaRosa is looking at the weather. It's going to be kind of wet to get to the school bus this morning,
That's
right?
Yes. So, the rain's come down, seeing some of the leaves come down. Just take it slow through the neighborhoods. At least cloudy skies. We do have some showers rolling around, but by lunchtime, it's probably recess inside, and after school activities, we'll have to watch the radar too with a chance of storms. 70s all day long, but I'm tracking the dry weather and who may see some rain showers move in for the weekend as well in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. And still ahead, a beloved...
Still dealing with this full closure in New Jersey. 46 both ways completely shut down by Smithtown Road because of an accident. Coming up in a few minutes, we've got plenty other street closures that's going to impact your morning commute. But here's a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. It's a wet and slow ride on the Cross Bronx westbound into the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
There we are, skyline of a lower Manhattan right now on the west side, 643 right now. Family of gamers on Staten Island, they suddenly lost access to years of video games they had purchased and played.
So they said better get Baccaro to help get them back in the game. News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baccaro shares their story and tips to help you avoid the same situation. That's right. Those skins are important.
They certainly are.
That's what the gamers say. That's a big deal. It's 6:45 right now. Maria, what's happening?
All right, well, we've got some spotty showers out there, guys, and it's going to be one of those unsettled days, really start to finish. But we do have some just plain old cloudy skies in between, and that includes Coney Island. Spectacular clouds, actually, from EarthCam. Looks pretty cool. Had some heavy rain just come through Coney Island, now through Breezy Point, and headed off to the east. And so at times that may be heavy from parts of Queens into Nassau County. Some lighter showers through Smithtown up towards Bridgeport. But overall, the ingredients remain in place for not just more showers, but a few thunderstorms, and some of those may be heavy at times. So kind of giving you an idea why it's sort of an all-day thing. As you can see with the hour-by-hour forecast stopping at about noontime, continuing in through the afternoon, even through this evening. We're waiting for this boundary to come on by. That will start to shut it down by tomorrow morning, even though this model showing us maybe some showers lingering near Bethpage for the Ryder Cup early on. So we'll be watching the radar carefully. Otherwise, it should be drying out after that, hanging on to some of the cloud cover, but again, drier times. With that said, we've got the ingredients in place for the heavy rainfall, even some of these that could produce the gusty wind. So a good day to turn on those notifications on your phone in case a warning is issued for your area. And then you can see with the boundary pushing to the south over the weekend, it stalls out and we may get clipped by some of these showers. So even late Saturday into Sunday, we may be talking about some showers on the radar and at least some cloud cover. But it is this boundary too, combined with that next front trying to come on by, that will start to guide what's going on in the tropics. So we're watching this closely too. We now have Tropical Storm Umberto, another zone of disturbed weather that we'll be watching, bringing some showers near Puerto Rico right now. There's Umberto. This is forecast to become a hurricane and a major hurricane as it goes between the East Coast and Bermuda. But that interaction with those two systems, that's what we'll be watching heading into the weekend. White Plains right now, 71 degrees with some showers in the vicinity of the Governor Mario Cuomo Bridge. So we'll be seeing that in and out today. Out tomorrow, and for most of us, most of the weekend, but mid-70s, so it stays mild. By the time we get to October, yes, we start that next week, it'll feel like it, highs in the 60s. All right, 6:47 now. Adele, what's going on?
Definitely have a lot going on. And of course, the slick roadways are not going to make for an easy commute. If you are heading on to 80 both ways here, you've got multiple lanes closed off between exit 58 and 59. Major backups through the area. Route 4 would be an alternate for you. Heading a little further down here on the Parkway southbound, we continue to watch this accident over by exit 147 for Walnut Street. 2 lanes are now closed off. Heading inbound at the George Washington Bridge, we do have 1 lane partially closed off here just before the toll plaza on that upper level. Again, because of an accident, you've got about 35-minute delays there. And the UN General Assembly in town, street closures already in effect. Expect to see them around the FDR Drive, 1st Avenue to 8th Avenue, anywhere from 34th Street to 86th Street. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Thursday, September 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero here watching several commuter alerts and Storm 24's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast, but we can really see it behind us there, Maria.
Yeah, it's really, really muggy out there. If you're not seeing some showers, it might be some drizzle, definitely that cloud cover. As we take a look outside right now, it's definitely been enough to slow down a bit that morning commute, and we have everything in place to keep the evening drive pretty slow. You can see just how socked in much of the area is east of the Mississippi River. So nothing has changed as far as the outlook for today, pretty unsettled. As far as the short term, we do have some patchy fog, and again, really mild and muggy. Temperatures are going to stay in the 70s. We'll be about 72 at noontime, trying to get up to about 74. The ingredients are there for some gusty showers and thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon, so something to keep in mind. Again, unfortunately, for when the kids get home from school, the evening drive, we'll be watching the radar closely. Should be winding down for a lot of us heading into the overnight as temperatures slip into the upper 60s by tomorrow morning. All right, it has been a rough week, a rough morning commute-wise. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes, and it's just continuing on into today. It is a good luck alert day. On top of that, slick roadways always make for a complicated commute. On top of that, we've got the UN General Assembly still going on through the remainder of this week here. Expect to see full intermittent closures along the FDR Drive, 1st Avenue out to 8th Avenue, 34th Street to 86th Street, and definitely 1st Avenue between 42nd Street and 48th Street. As a reminder, alternate side parking rules and meter rules also back in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you. Checking now with Maria LaRosa on this Thursday morning. What's going on?
Yeah, pretty messy out there. We have temperatures in the 70s. Dew points are near 70, so it's really muggy from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx. All have seen some showers already this morning. And then later on today, ingredients in place for not just more showers, but a few thunderstorms that could be on the strong side. So we'll break down the timing and how quickly this clears out in the 10-day.
Thank you, Maria. Also,
Definitely adds up. If you are hitting the roads right now, 46 remains completely shut down both ways over by Smithtown Road because of an accident. We've got plenty more closures headed your way. We're going to break it all down for you in just a few minutes. Here's a live look outside right now onto the Gowanus through Industry City. You're watching Today in New York.
They'll be able to play tomorrow as scheduled, even though we're having that rain today.
Yeah, we're cautiously optimistic because, timing is going to be close, I think, for at least that rain chance in the vicinity. It was a good choice to move everything from today because we've already had some heavy rain move through and the ingredients in place for more showers, even a few thunderstorms that could be on the strong side. So there is that severe risk today. Seeing some of that heavy rain right now, parts of Brooklyn and Queens into Nassau County. No warnings associated with it, but that brief heavy rainfall definitely slowing you down this morning. Otherwise, a little bit of a lull in terms of the action right now, but we see it pick up again through the midday. So just be ready for pockets of heavy rain and those gusty winds. If you're not seeing it, it is warm and humid all day long. Those dew points near 70 degrees feels like summer humidity. And then we see by later on this evening that kind of one last push of some of the heavier showers and thunderstorms, and we may get clipped with one last blast tomorrow morning. That's why I say I'm cautiously optimistic. This is one forecast model, so we'll see where that placement and timing ends up. But the trend for tomorrow morning is to continue to see those drying skies, even if we hang on to some of that cloud cover a little bit longer into Friday afternoon. So that's the front. It gets hung up to our south, so unfortunately by the weekend, we may have to keep an eye on that rain chance again by late Saturday into Sunday. But also this boundary combined with that next front coming on through will help guide the tropics. This is definitely something we're watching really closely. By the time we get to early next week, we have our new tropical storm Umberto, but also an invest area, an area of low pressure that's been bringing some or enhancing some heavy rain in Puerto Rico today and the last couple of days. They may interact, and we'll see how that impacts the weather from the southeast coast and the mid-Atlantic. And Umberto, by the way, forecast to not just become an next hurricane, but potentially a major hurricane as it moves between the East Coast and Bermuda. So today, plan on rain, some heavy at times. Even those thunderstorms will end up about 74 for the high, but generally 70 and muggy all day today into late tonight. By tomorrow, some sun tries to peek through later. And then as we get into next week, rolling into October, that's our cool down, upper 60s for those highs. All right, Adele, a lot of delays and slowdowns out there.
Yes, a lot. Not going to be an easy day to get around. As a reminder, though, to help make things a little bit easier, LIRR, your Ronkonkoma branch, will provide extra service in Farmingdale running until 8 a.m. and then again from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. to accommodate for the Riders' Cup. New Jersey Transit, you do have some track maintenance going on this week, so your Maine, Bergen, and North Jersey coastlines, you can expect to see some potential delays. Now, on to the roadways here. As a reminder, it is a gridlock alert day. We have the UN General Assembly going on until tomorrow. Expect to see intermittent full closures on the FDR Drive anywhere from 1st Avenue out to 8th Avenue, 34th Street out to 86th Street, and especially around the UN headquarters. 1st Avenue will definitely be shut down from 42nd Street out to 48th Street. And if you are planning to head out onto Long Island, you will be seeing street closures around Round Swamp Road by Quaker Meeting House Road for the Ryder Cup. And alternate side is back in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks so much.